To be at peace with creation, to have a sense of wholeness, of restoration of relationships means that we need to reorient the way we think about ourselves and the universe. We won't be able to work for justice for creation by using the same thinking that was used when problems were created in the first place. We need a different starting place, a different relationship. And that starting place just might be the practice of awe. A group of scientists did a study of awe a number of years ago, and they discovered that awe actually serves to help us move our focus from being more inward to a more outward sense of universality and connectedness. The scientists did an experiment where students were taken to a location where some were asked to look at an immense stand of eucalyptus trees, and others were asked to look at a nondescript building for a short period of time. As expected, those looking at the trees reported feeling more awe. However, there was one more part of this experiment. The scientist leading the experiment then pretended to trip and dropped a bunch of pens near the students. What they learned following this is that the students who had spent time looking at the trees were more likely to help the scientist pick up the pens that had been dropped. One of the scientists involved in the study observed, might awe cause people to become more invested in the greater good, volunteering to help others or doing more to lessen their impact on the environment? Our research would suggest that the answer is yes. So what if our starting place for peace with creation is awe? Let's begin with where we are located in the universe, the galaxy of the Milky Way. The Milky Way is approximately 13.6 billion years old and has approximately 400 billion stars in it. It takes light over 100,000 years to cross the Milky Way galaxy. Scientists estimate that there are approximately 2 trillion galaxies in the piece of universe that we can see. So imagine 2 trillion galaxies like the Milky Way beyond us, and that is likely only a small piece of the universe that lies beyond what we can see. The universe reminds us of our remarkable connection with all of creation. Our bodies are primarily composed of 6 elements: oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon, calcium, and phosphorus. All of these elements were formed through stellar fusion and supernova explosions. Our bodies connect us directly with the universe and all of creation. Poet and farmer Wendell Berry once remarked, "Nothing could be more absurd than to despise the body and yet yearn for its resurrection." So perhaps the next time we look out at the stars in the night sky, we might want to reflect that some part of us is a star, looking out in wonder at itself. Our bodies remind us of our remarkable connection with all of creation. What about the practice of awe in relationship to the soil beneath our feet? One handful of soil contains more life than the human population of the earth, somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 billion life forms. And of the approximately 29 elements considered essential for human life, 18 are obtained from the soil through plants we eat. Soil reminds us of our remarkable connection with all of creation. Let's look at the practice of awe in relationship to the air we breathe. On average, an adult takes over 20,000 breaths in a day. And the CO2 humans exhale is part of a closed loop. During the process of photosynthesis, plants take in CO2 from the air and store the carbon in their tissues. When we eat those plants or eat the animals that ate those plants, we ingest that carbon, and that's the carbon in the CO2 we eventually breathe out. Once we exhale it, it returns to the atmosphere and the cycle begins again. Air reminds us of our remarkable connection with all of creation. What about the practice of awe in relationship to water? The average adult human body is 50 to 65% water. Water is H2O, a molecule with 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. The hydrogen atoms in water are over 13 billion years old. All the hydrogen in the universe was created in the Big Bang over 13 billion years ago. The oxygen in the water was created in stars that lived and died before the solar system was formed. And the solar system was formed about 4.5 billion years ago. So every time we drink a glass of water, there are molecules that a dinosaur may have consumed or that perhaps formed a snowflake swirling over Mount Everest. Or maybe they were in the River Jordan when Jesus was baptized. Or part of the mist emanating from a blue whale when it came to the surface of the ocean to breathe. Water reminds us of our remarkable connection with all of creation. Here are words from the 4th chapter of Ephesians. Peace joins us together. There is one body and one Spirit, just as we were called to one hope when we were called. One God of all, who is over all and through all and in all. May this remarkable connection with all of creation call our spirits back to a place where we can truly rest, a place of hope, trust, and most of all, peace.